Like she said, I'm Stephanie Tiller, and I teach fifth grade math at Paintsville Elementary. And this year, well, actually, last year, I got a grant that was the Lego Mindstorm. You familiar with that? The EV3s. So we got that last year, and I got the whole kit, and I got the add-ons that also go with it. So we learned last year in my class to code with those. This year, this one along with it. So I'll probably talk about kind of both of them because they went together. It's been really nice. But the objective was that students will be able to build the driving base, connect the computer to the EV3 brick, and download and run programs that control the robot's behavior, which was amazing because they knew a whole lot more than I knew. So the supplies that we got this year, last year I did get the Mindstorm set. This year we got a new Lego Boost, and I got an iPad with a pen so that it was a little bit harder last year to code. So I wanted an iPad to go along with it so they could code a little easier. So that's been really nice. The way that I implemented it this year was hopefully for them to have fun and engaging enough that they were learning as maybe they didn't think they were learning, but they were. And I did small groups. I was able to break them up into 4 different groups, so they each group had their own set that they could add on to. Then when they put it all together, they could code it to move the robot. It was all hands-on. There wasn't any. They got to use the computer you could download the app, so they were able to follow the app and do everything according to that with no paperwork. It was all hands-on. Exploring occupations in engineering and coding. We did a research project before I implemented all of this so that they could do some research on engineering and what it took to become an engineer and what it meant to code and where coding was actually used in their real world. And it led to project-based learning. I got another grant that I had the breakout boxes. And I was able to, after doing this, we were able to use the breakout boxes to do like a summative culminating event kind of thing where they could come together and they could revisit what they learned and what they needed to know more about. The 5 E's for this was engagement, exploration, explanation, elaboration, and evaluation. And we were able to do all 5 of those. And I don't think we used any paper pencil except when they went in and researched about the engineering and coding. I think that was the only time that we really used any kind of paper pencil activity with any of this. So that was, they found very engaging and they really enjoyed. The summary is just that base design activities were applied, such as problem solving, logical and mathematical thinking, and critical thinking. The problem with me, I can teach the skill all day long, and they can do the steps all day long, but they always want to know why. Why do I need to know this? When am I ever going to use this? So I felt like with this project, they were able to see that in math, you can learn, but you use it every day in some sort, or engineering projects. It went back and forth with another grant that I got, so it was interwoven. What focus we had, they were so engaged during the whole project. I almost didn't they wouldn't even look up hardly to let me take their picture. I think that's it. Yep. But it was nice being able to get the Mindstorms last year and then turn around this year and purchase another robot to go along and the iPad so that we had several centers going at all times. I probably didn't say this, but being able to put it in the math class, I think, was something that I could bring in with measurement and scale and that type of thing. So, but they had a great time. I had a great time, and I learned probably more than they did because they probably knew more than I did. So, any questions?